to focus on at this time? What's going to help my members here to focus on at this time, please? All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles. There could be something here that you feel like doesn't have a lot of potential, or there's little potential. It could also just be like some sort of idea, okay, that you've had that is, it's not really festering, but it is something that's germinating, okay? You've got some thoughts, some ideas around this. I get a sense that you feel like it's not, you may feel like it's not a big deal. Let's get some more here. Let's take a look at what we need to remove from your focus. What do we need to remove? From the focus here. The Seven of Pentacles, the overanalyzing it, over contemplating it, waiting on it. All right. Yeah, some of you you do have an idea of this, but you don't see it as like that big of a deal. Where is the current path headed here? Where is the current path headed? Queen of Wands. Okay, you may hear teeny boots snoring in the background. It looks like you are going to empower yourself here. You may feel this really come up. It may not be quite yet. We're going to do a Mercury retrograde reading as well. That's something that I have made a note of. So we'll see kind of what's coming in with that in the eclipse. We'll do that with Jamie as well. So as far as where your current path is headed, again, there's like this empowerment. Again, this may come up really around Aries season. So again, not right now, but it looks like it's almost like you're gearing up for this action that you're going to take here. Okay, this initiation. Let's look at your ideal path. What's the ideal path here for my members? The Eight of Pentacles. This has something to do with your work. It's the work that you're supposed to do. Okay, how can they close the distance? How can they close the distance? Six of Swords. Okay. And let's take a look at a skill or a tribute that can assist you. All right, so we have the Four of Cups. Okay, well, whatever you're doing now, it doesn't feel like it's very satisfactory to you, or there's something about it that's not satisfactory. There's the Five of Pentacles. I feel like a lot. That's why I feel like we need a shadow reading, or a, and maybe inner child. We'll see how it goes with the shadow. Typically that's connected to that. So we'll do that because I feel like what we're dealing with here is imposter syndrome. And the recent reading that I did, talking about to dive in or not, that seems to be something that's coming up quite a bit. Like there's this kind of, we're posing ourselves in some way. And I feel like it's because of this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, see the devil here with the Five of Pentacles. This is something that's kind of keeping you trapped, bound to like imposter syndrome, or feeling like you're not good enough or don't have enough. I really feel like we need a shadow reading, but let's get into this a little further here. We'll explore this and see what deck do we want to use. We don't want to use that one. We're going to use this one. This is the one, apparently. Okay. Let's see here, my loves. Let's look at this Page of Pentacles here. Show me this Page of Pentacles, please. Show me this Page of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. You're questioning whatever this is. For some of you, this might be, this could be like promotion, okay? This could be something that's being offered to you already, or it's an idea that you have that needs growth. growth is required. In other words, fertilization and tending to this and letting it germinate. It's needed. I think that it's been chewed on for quite some time. So I feel like you're like, is this worth it? If this is something in the physical, like, is this promotion worth it? Is this thing being offered to me worth it? There's a lot of consideration around this. It wouldn't be there, I think, if it's here for a reason, in other words. So let's look a little further here. Show me more to this. Page of Pentacles. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. And the Five of Cups. What is that? So shame is something that I feel like you'd have to confront. Excuse me, guys. I'm still kind of getting over this. I still have this really weird cough after this. My mom and I have been talking about how weird it is because we both had it. I want to see about this Knight of Swords, because I wonder if this has something to do with communication or communicating something or delivering a message. It could be that you have a message to give, a message to deliver. Let's look at this Knight of Swords. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is about a message to deliver, something that you're passionate about. Or this has something to do with communication, possibly where it could be that there's like creativity that can be utilized in whatever this is, especially if this is something that's being offered to you. Okay, like a promotion or like a position or something. Okay, but I feel like there's something here about overcoming your own shame, because this may really kind of stand in your way here. This may block you. I feel like this is why you're questioning this. It's something connected to shame. So we'll pick this apart here. Okay, let's look at this Seven of Pentacles. What to remove from your focus? I feel like this is overthinking. I think this may be what do they call analysis paralysis? There's the Moon. It's coming because the overthinking is there because of fears, which it's comfortable there because it gives you like an excuse not to initiate it or not to start it. It gives you some kind of like time. And so I feel like this is really about the fear that's kind of overcoming. It's not overcoming. It's like overpowering your ability to move. So there's a waiting. King of Swords. So I feel like you may feel a little more comfortable if you had some sort of plan of action or you had some kind of strategy. I don't know that you're aware that, the Hermit. You're aware. What I feel like you're not aware of here, my loves, is that your analysis of this, you're feeling like you need to chew on this more. You need to think about this more. You need to know all the ins and outs here. You need some sort of clarity or certainty to be able to move on this. It's like you're buying yourself time, but it really is an excuse. Okay, I'm not trying to call you out, but it looks like you're making some kind of excuse, but you may not recognize it like that. Like it's almost like you're looking at it like, okay, if I need to think about this aspect of this, but in your subconscious, this is just a delay. You're just delaying it. Does that make sense to you? Very interesting. Okay, let's see a little more here about this. The Ten of Pentacles. So you're wondering what kind of return on your investment here, or what kind of return you're going to get from this. Is this going to be stable? Is this going to provide what I need? You're in the midst of embarking on this journey, connecting to your purpose here. And this may be for some of you. Okay, this may be what Pluto's doing for you. Pluto's finally moved into the sign of Aquarius. Just for any sign, really. And where you may have that in your chart is where this may be impacting here, where that may be influencing you the most. So I think you're trying to like, well, I need to make sure that this is a stable thing that I'm stepping into, but there is some uncertainty. Okay, there is some uncertainty there with that Moon. But what's contributing to this, I need to think about this more. I need to dissect this. I need to have a plan. I need to make sure that this is stable. And that I'm making a wise choice is coming from this shame energy. it's almost like you're condoning the waiting, the not initiating. It's a delay. It's an excuse. It's a delay, and it's subconscious. Okay. The Queen of Wands here. All right. Where your current path is headed. Let's look at this. All right. So we have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. And the Sun. Show me a little bit about this here. It's the Two of Wands. This is you deciding to take the action, deciding to initiate. I really feel like this is probably going to happen for you. I do see a lot of Leo. Okay. Some of you can have Leo in your chart. But I see Aries. I feel like this is where you may really start to hit the ground running here. You choosing to really make this a reality, to make it something grounded, something stable. Okay, so I feel like this is where you're headed. I really feel we're going to do a shadow reading because I feel like there's something around this shame that needs to be addressed. This is where I don't feel good enough, and it's really holding you back here with the Devil. It's bound you to it. Okay. I feel like the minute you initiate this, the joy that you're going to find in this, the vitality that you experience, the energy that you have toward this is going to amaze you. I feel like you're going to feel really empowered and strong here. I feel like there's a little bit of something to sort out. And I think that may be what this Pisces season may show you. So be sure when I get that Pisces reading up that you guys watch that, because Pisces, everybody's involved in that. Okay. It's influencing all of us. And it's about things unseen. It's about the unconscious, subconscious, right? So it's about the spiritual element that's in our lives that, we can't really taste, touch. We can feel it, right? But it's the things unseen. So I feel like that Pisces season seems like it's a little bit of just sit tight, feel your way through this. You're going to hit the ground here running soon. And I think that's happening in Aries season. And if you do, I want to say that Leo season, you may really see some significant shifts when it comes to whatever this is. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is here. Okay. And this is your ideal path. So this is something you're meant to do as work. Okay. Or it's meant to be your specialty, your expertise. So let's look at that. There's the Four of Cups. That's interesting because it's showing up here in the skill. King of Pentacles. For some of you, this may be something in the financial world, or dealing with finances, business ownership here with this Taurus energy. And there's the Death card, Taurus and Scorpio showing up here. It's really windy, guys. March is windy, right? I need a kite out here. Anywho, you're going to hear the wind chime. It's quite vocal today. I want to see more about this Four of Cups. For some of you, this is about your own. Yep, there's the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this is about a path to wealth. Your work is meant to create wealth. Your financial situation right now, or you feeling wealthy, okay, could be something that you're not really experiencing right now. I think for a lot of you, you're meant to be wealthy. Okay, so you could be struggling with financial matters, or you could, again, maybe you feel like you need the security of some kind of a reliable paycheck, something you're going to be paid for, right? Some of you might have a hard time stepping out of something that feels stable into something that you see as less stable, but is actually more stable for you. The reason for that is because of the energy that you feel as you're doing this. Okay. This confidence that I see that you're stepping into here soon, this vitality, this joy that you have, this freedom and liberation that you experience as you're making this a reality. Okay, which just means that you're giving your energy to it and you are manifesting it. You're bringing it down, as above, so below, right? So you're bringing it down from heaven or the ethers, okay, and you're grounding it into the physical. That's what this is about. I don't think that you realize the level of security that you're actually meant to have. Something about wealth or your sense of security when it comes to resources is you're actually meant to have that. And this, whatever this is, that this idea or this thing that you're chewing on, questioning, navigating here, is the avenue for that. Okay, so let me see this King of Pentacles and Death card here. Show me more about this. Nine of Swords. You see this? You're worried about security going away. There's a lot of worry and anxiety about money, debts, taxes, 8th house matters. Okay, that all encompasses all of that. I have a feeling that if this is the case for you, okay, that it's almost like you're scared of stability. You're definitely scared of instability, which keeps you from stepping into something stable because you don't see it as stable. You already have this expectation that something is going to be unstable. There's no sense of like security there, or no sense of like surety, reliability in it. But you are the thing that is the reliable aspect here. Does that make sense to you? So like you're worried about something not being reliable, but you're the one that makes this happen. It's basically up to you, and you have the power to do this. That's what this King and Queen of Wands is. Very powerful energy. And this is harnessing your feminine and masculine energy when it comes to action and confidence and empowerment here. That's going to help you make this decision. There's something to heal though. Okay. So which is why I think we need a shadow reading. So we're going to do that. I'll make sure to get that to you guys this week. Okay. But what I'm seeing here is that there's all this stress and worry and anxiety, but you're actually meant to create a lot of stability and a lot of wealth. And right now you're not experiencing that. In fact, it may be the opposite. You may be experiencing more like struggle when it comes to finances. Okay. So the Six of Swords showing up here and how you can close the distance. Let's look at this. Six of Swords here. All right. We have the Six of Cups. The Tower. Yeah, this is about you realizing something here. And it's Six of Cups is in the past, something from the past. Could be certainly childhood. Judgment. Wow. Major realization here. Okay, so let me look at the Six of Cups a little bit. Again, I think the shadow reading's needed. All right, so Queen of Cups. It's how you feel about yourself. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. You weren't... we'll go deeper into this when we do the shadow reading, but you weren't, you didn't feel stable. Okay. And I feel like this comes from childhood more than anything. I think there's a realization. Let's see what comes up here. There's some kind of realization that you're going to have, or some kind of awareness around something here. You're going to get it. Okay. I think that right now it's about you feeling what you're feeling, because that's going to give you some insight as to what needs to be healed. So if you're feeling that way right now, there's a purpose for that. There's the World card. The Eight of Swords. Tell me about that, World. Thank you. The Page of Swords. This has impacted, inundated, I'm hearing, many areas of your life. I feel like this is something about feeling like maybe you have felt like a pushover, or some of you could be an empath, and you could have absorbed a lot of energy that you're still transmuting, or that still needs to be transmuted. And it's probably from parents or childhood, something from childhood, probably from parents or guardians or whoever was taking care of you. Okay. You didn't really feel stable. Also, for some of you, I feel like you weren't taught. There was some missing element for someone. So there could have been like the father energy or the provider of the home, whoever that was. There could have been something wasn't taught, or it was just non-existent, so it was never learned. Okay, and that's where this feeling, this fear around instability comes from. I feel like for some of you, this could be, because I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy present here. King of Swords, King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. The only thing we're missing is the King of Cups, but we do have the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like you're working on elevating that. You're working on healing whatever that energy is. The Queen of Cups can be like a people pleaser. She can overgive. She can be, again, an empath, very impacted by outside influence or other people's emotions. So I feel like there's this evaluation is what's actually bridging this gap here. Okay, what's closing the distance between not doing and doing? You're going to discover this, and I feel like I can kind of help with that by doing that shadow reading. So you feel trapped in a certain mindset here that you view as your 3D world. Like this is all there is. This is all there can be. This is how this is, but that's not the truth. And I really feel like this is about you learning to rely on yourself. There may be something in your past that was unreliable, and it may have been around for a long time again, which leads me to believe that this could be something from your childhood that you may not even recognize that it was that existed there. Again, it's subconscious. So there's like a programming or a conditioning around that. All right. Four of Cups here. We'll work with some oracles here in a moment. Let's look at the Four of Cups, a skill or a tribute to assist you. I feel like this is your disappointment around your financial situation or your material world. For some of you, you could have said something to yourself like, there's never enough, or I'll never have enough. More is needed. It's this kind of energy is what I'm getting. So let's see what else. There's the Eight of Pentacles. You're in the wrong field. You're doing the wrong thing here when it comes to your career. It's like you settle. You settle for the sure thing, but you're relying on others or an outside source to make it a sure thing. So I'm looking at, for example, okay, HR delivers my paycheck every Friday, right? So you're looking at this like HR is the sure thing. Does that make sense? But you are the sure thing. You're the one, even if you're doing some, let's just say it's a job you have, okay? Even if you're doing the work, you are actually the sure thing. You're guaranteeing your hours. You're guaranteeing that you do the work that you get paid for, right? So it's actually reliant upon you, but you're looking at it like an outside source is providing this for you. You're feeling like the outside source is the reliable thing, but you're actually the reliable thing. And that's what I feel like the shift in perspective may happen here for you. That seems like what you're going to discover, that you can count on you, that you have the ability to make something a reality. Okay. So I definitely feel like disappointment around what you're currently doing. Okay. There's the Eight of Cups. And the Seven of Wands. So you're resistant to walking away from whatever this is. Okay. But I feel like the boredom or the mediocrity of something, not feeling like something is important, is really going to be the thing that helps you make this shift. Okay, something you can be excited about. Look at this. And the Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant, please. Again, Taurus, it's where you're, and Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, it's where your values lie. You'd be making this choice, okay, because it's what you feel like is in your best interest, what is in your highest good. So I feel like the mediocrity or the boredom or the less than exciting sort of thing that you're involved in right now, there's the Ten of Wands. I was going to tell you, this is going to get so heavy for you that it's going to give you this push kind of over the edge to get going on something. Some of you, I feel like it's a need for you to have some kind of step-by-step plan or some sort of strategy to approach this. Okay. You are the reliable thing here. All right, let's pull some Akashic oracles. And then I want to pull a lantern oracle for you. All right, so let's pull from here. Guidance, advice, reminders for my members, please. Guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation. All right, guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation. Scattered energy. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. This is causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. Prioritize your well-being and create a new plan. This is something that we were seeing here as far as the planning. I feel like a lot of your energy is going to whatever it is that you're doing now, and a lot of your energy is going to should I, shouldn't I? Is this something that I should consider here? Is this something that I can actually manage or something that I can do on my own? Is this something that I can initiate? Discovery, new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way while there is still work to do to reach your goal, and I feel like it's around the shame. You may discover new strengths and passions along the way. For some of you, this is about a message you have to share that you're passionate about. For some of you, this is maybe about communication in a creative way. For some of you, this may be even something heated. For some of you, I'm hearing debate. So I don't know if that has something to do for one of you out there. It could be about you going up against, the status quo here. Show me more. Show me more. Caring connection. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It may be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. I actually feel like this is about the connection with yourself. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. I think this is about you connecting with you in a different way. Okay. Some of you may have somebody that you're going to be running into or that's going to be significant. But more than anything, I feel like this is a deeper connection with yourself, understanding yourself more deeply, trusting yourself more. You have be present here underneath the deck. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. And I think that's exactly what this reading was about. So let's pull a lantern oracle for you here. I think this is going to be important right now. All right, show me, please, for my members, guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation, please. Guidance, advice, thank you. Radical self-love. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. All right, let's read this. Number 41, breaking down to a 5 for those of you keeping track with the numerology. All right, the world and people around us mirror our relationship with self. All of the ways we mistakenly seek and rely on love from others and the world is made of the need to be in harmonious breath with the unconditional love that we are in essence. I'm sorry, let me not rephrase it, but reread it. All of the ways we mistakenly seek and rely on love from others and the world is made of the need to be in harmonious breath with the unconditional love that we in essence are. True self is the absolute transparent connection with the pure love that spirit self is. This is where I feel like there's a disconnect within you, okay? The shame energy. This is the key, okay? So we're going to explore that together. The self-love to be accessed within is unlimited and something that none of us needs ever go without or be disconnected from. When we turn away from the unconditional love that we are and have to give and receive, it becomes suppressed energy that burns unhealthily. This is what hurts us and leaves us hungry for what is actually freely available to us in abundance. Nonetheless, what is our loving radiance gets unnaturally buried in the darkness of our inattention. This can only have an adverse effects. To deny this and subdue the radiant love, generosity, and kindness of who and what we are resonates with the following quote from the Gospel of Thomas. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. This is exactly what you're struggling with right now. Okay. And I feel like there's some part of you that you see as unlovable that's impacting all of this, even your material world. Okay. Until we embody just how radical and pure our self-love is, we are not entirely open to receive or vibrationally match to such unconditional love from others or the universe. The crone has shown up to assure you that there is nothing that you have to do, be, or become in order to be worthy of unconditionally loving yourself as you are. Just as there is nothing you have to do, be, or become in order to be worthy of breathing. All that is required is that you allow your breath to continue. It knows how. You do not need to do anything more. This is the same with the unconditional self-love within you. It knows how to be the living breath of you in the world. Just as you breathe, you are love. You are of love. Spirit self is love. Love is the only thing that is real. Anything less than love is not real. It has never been, can be, or will be. Radical self-love lets all the illusions go by burning its brilliant light right through them. To bring forth what is within you is to breathe as the love that you are. Wherever the energy is and wherever we feel blissfully compelled to do, whatever we feel blissfully compelled to do, in a state of self-love, we breathe our inner self into the world. That is what this is. This is bringing what's inside of you, the worthiness inside of you, out into reality, and that's what's grounding this in the physical. Radical self-love can be difficult to get our hands around and accept when what has been modeled to us growing up, the Six of Cups, is contrary to unconditional love, acceptance, and positive regard. We may not even realize that we are worthy of respect and have the right to defend ourselves against all forms of poor treatment. Furthermore, regardless of our upbringing, we all at some point face a degree of challenge with honoring and owning the things about ourselves that we are inclined to disparagingly compare with others, reject, disliked, or wish were different. An inner journey to love, acceptance, and compassion toward all of our perceived negatives, inadequacies, shame, and failures in ourselves and others is what fulfills us by accessing the true love that we seek and at heart are. The question is, will we take it? It couldn't be a more perfect card for this reading. This card encourages you to say yes and to let go of all of your self-judgment, shadows, and untruths so that room can be made for all of your loving light to radiate through the rest of your life. The featured crone supports you in cultivating the strength required to love yourself for all that you are and all that you are not. To love all that you are, all that you have done, and all that you have not done. To love all that, let me go back over this. Okay, hang on. I feel like I'm scattered. Not scattered, but like Mercury retrograde's getting me, okay? I really think I have undiagnosed dyslexia. Okay, to love all that you have done and all that you have not done. To love all that you have struggled with and overcome, as well as all of the things that you still struggle with and may never overcome. It supports you to love what you are ashamed of, shame or fear, and to love what hurts. Love all of your emotions. They communicate to you what matters most to you. Allow all of the love that you are unconditionally into you in your life. Once you experience wholeness within, healthy, loving relationships and others can come into your life. You will be able to receive them and the love that they are. The key is to love your differences and all of the ways in which you feel like you are not enough. Love that everyone else in your life is out of your control. Love the strangeness and the darkness. Love that love is the only thing that matters. The rest dissolves in its presence. Live from the white light of your heart's love and wisdom and watch its power shine through all illusion. Love, love, love. Love is radical in the extent to which it loves you back. So you're going to see expansion and groundedness, and really being able to harness something in the 3D by loving yourself, loving whatever the shame is. So we'll look at this in the next reading. I think that's going to be really important here. I think this is right in line with what we're seeing. I think there's a familiar kind of feeling, or a familiar feeling about yourself, really, that I think hasn't left you. It's been around a long time. I mentioned to somebody actually today that I did a private reading for. Give me a second, because I'm trying to piece it back together, what I exactly said. Your full potential here, okay? Really, the thing that unlocks the full potential and the thing that's blocking you is addressing the thing that once you kind of get a grip on this, okay, it's like reliving the experience. Thank you, Spirit. Reliving the experience. Anytime that I have ever been purging something or healing something within myself that's really been a blockage for me, or really been an obstacle or a challenge for me, I have had to relive the experience that the blockage actually stems from. Now, it's not as potent really as it is when it originally occurs, okay, when the wound originally kind of happens, but you'll find that this feeling around this wound comes up. It's a very similar feeling, okay, and you relive the experience through that. It's not as potent, okay, it's not as difficult. It's actually like a purging the remnants of something, and then you come out of this kind of clean, if you will. And so I feel like this is really important to your progress forward. And for some of you, this is belief in security for yourself and wealth for yourself, and that you have the ability to make this happen. I think for some of you, that was a missing element in your life. Okay. All right. Let me see here what crystal could help support you during this. This one right here. What is that? I almost lost it here. Okay. So is this malachite? Yes, malachite. Okay. This has been coming through a lot. Malachite. All right, give me a second, loves, here. I'm going to read this to you. All right, 283 here. All right. So it may help with the immune system, arthritis, tumors, torn muscles, broken bones, toothaches, gum infections, sinus blockages. Use only externally and work with polished tumblestones, as the dust can be slightly toxic. For emotional healing, it gives resistance to emotional blackmail and heals emotional abuse, especially from childhood. Encourages healthy relationships based on love and not need. So this is the relationship with you, okay? And this could be something that impacts your relationships in general. So the practical uses keep near microwaves in the kitchen and by televisions in living areas. In the workplace, malachite protects against noise, over bright fluorescent lighting, and harmful rays from technological equipment, negative phone calls, and emails. The magical significance is that it helps you to overcome fears of flying, which could also be ascension, okay? If you empower the crystal before a trip by holding it and picturing yourself in the wings of Raphael, the archangel. This could be an internal trip as well, okay? The divinatory meaning here, let go of the past and move forward to what you most desire. It's great for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, and the empowerment message is, I will follow my heart. A stone of the most powerful love goddesses, for example, Our Lady of the Mountains in central Russia, or Freya, the Viking goddess of love and beauty. Malachite will help you battle against depression or anxiety by encouraging you to uncover the reasons for your distress, and then helping you to break negative patterns of behavior. This is perfect, okay? Speak your fears and sorrows daily aloud as you hold the crystal, and then leave your malachite in a sheltered place outdoors overnight to carry away the fears on the winds. Seems like March would be a good time to do that. Windy March, right? Okay, my loves, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope that it helped you or serviced you in some way that's going to assist you kind of in this path and kind of breaking free of this. We will come back Okay. And we'll do a shadow reading. So stay tuned for that. And of course, I'll send it out to an email and let you guys know when that's done. Okay. All right, loves, I'm leaving this here. I'm sending you so much love, guys. Thank you for being a part of this community here. I appreciate all of your love and support. Don't forget your coupon codes. Okay. My little gifties, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye-bye.